Paso clearance delivery Southwest 2653 IFR to Miami, ready to copy.
Southwest 2653 is cleared to Miami Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 8 right climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.15 squawk 0122.
Southwest 2653 cleared to Miami Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 8 right climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure on 119.15 squawk 0122.
Southwest 2653 readback correct. Contact ground on 121.9.
El Paso ground Southwest 2653 requesting pushback.
Southwest 2653 pushback request accepted.
El Paso ground Southwest 2653, could you please send the baggage?
Southwest 2653 baggage is on the way.
El Paso ground Southwest 2653, could you please send the catering truck?
Southwest 2653, the catering truck is on the road.
El Paso ground Southwest 2653, I am done with the baggage service. El Paso ground Southwest 2653, could you please send the baggage?
Southwest 2653 baggage is on the way.
El Paso ground, Southwest 2653. I am done with the baggage service. El Paso ground, Southwest 2653. I am done with catering services. El Paso ground, Southwest 2653 requesting pushback.
Southwest 2653 pushback request accepted.
El Paso ground, Southwest 2653 requesting the end of pushback.
Southwest 2653 request to end pushback received.
El Paso ground, Southwest 2653 with Golf ready to taxi IFR.
Southwest 2653 taxi to an hold short of runway 8 right using taxiway Kilo. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready. Southwest 2653, did you copy?
Taxiing hold short runway 8 right via taxiway Kilo Southwest 2653. El Paso Tower Southwest 2653 at runway 8 right, ready for takeoff IFR to Miami.
Southwest 2653, cleared for takeoff runway 8 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 8 right Southwest 2653.
Southwest 2653, contact El Paso departure on 119.15.
119.15 Southwest 2653. El Paso departure Southwest 2653 is at 5,000 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Southwest 2653, El Paso departure, continue to Davin as planned. Altimeter 30.04.
El Paso approach, dragster 405, 5,700 feet. Dragster 405, El Paso approach, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.04.
Southwest 2653, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230 Southwest 2653.
Southwest 2653, contact Albuquerque Center on 128.2.
128.2 for Southwest 2653. Albuquerque Center Southwest 2653 is at 12,600 feet, climbing flight level 230.
Southwest 2653 Albuquerque Center, continue to connect as planned. Altimeter 30.04. Southwest 2653, contact Albuquerque Center on 132.65.
Going to 132.65, Southwest 2653. Albuquerque Center Southwest 2653 is climbing through 14,200 feet for flight level 230.
Southwest 2653 Albuquerque Center, continue to connect as planned. Altimeter 30.04. Southwest 2653, contact Albuquerque Center on 135.875.
135.875, Southwest 2653. Albuquerque Center Southwest 2653 is at flight level 200, climbing flight level 230.
Southwest 2653 Albuquerque Center, continue to Sierra Foxtrot Lima as planned. Southwest 2653 climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330 Southwest 2653.
So you want to be a pilot? What?
I just love how you guys do aviation over here.
It's pretty nice.
Clear to Well, hello from San Diego International Airport. I'm here with Ali.
Also known as Lindbergh Field.
Also known as Lindbergh Field. It's the main international airport here at San Diego, and today we're flying out of here, taking a ride up north to Camarillo in, well, I won't say Northern California, it's Southern California, but it's northern of here. Northern of here anyway, just north of LAX. So we're going to take a ride in the AG5 and, yeah, have a nice ride up California.
Absolutely.
Let's go flying.
Field ATIP information India 19510.
Alright, we'll call ground. Or you'll call ground.
Lindbergh ground at number 66 Foxtrot Tango with India at hotel, request taxi.
November 626 Foxtrot Tango, number ground, runway 27, taxi via Hotel Charlie. Aegis code India is trying to advise when we have India.
A-phone, we have India, taxi runway 27 via Hotel Charlie, 66 Foxtrot Tango.
You very clearly said that, but he didn't hear it. But if they don't hear it, they need to get it from you. So it's, you know. Oh, we're going to need to run up. Ground 626 Foxtrot Tango. Can we run up over on Charlie?
Number 6 Foxtrot Tango, A-firm, just advise tower when you're ready.
Wilco, thank you. Is this Chris?
It's one of the Chris's.
Is this the FAC rep, Chris?
Oh no, that's the ugly one.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. I coordinated for him when we decided to feed you guys when you couldn't afford to buy a meal.
Okay, copy. Yeah, no, he, I don't know what shift he actually works. I think he works overnight now.
Oof.
Oh yeah, I think so. Thanks for the food, we appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are the best. We're going to monitor tower frequency.
Okay.
So when there was the government shutdown and the air traffic controllers weren't getting paid, a bunch of pilots got together and were feeding all the different facilities.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. I just love how you guys do aviation over here. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Like just one nice big community. Lindbergh Tower, November 66 Foxtrot Tango, holding short at 27 Charlie 1, ready for departure.
Number 626 Foxtrot Tango, Lindbergh Tower, roger. Wind 270 at 13, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Runway 27, clear for takeoff, 66 Fox Tango.
Really good radios, man. Alright. Alright. Brake set. We're clear for takeoff, I see 27. Power set.
Yep.
Let go. Alright. Airspeed's alive. 40.
Yep.
We're looking for 55. 50, 55. Rotate. You feel that? How that's going? Alright. Nose down.
Dfw-Elp-Mia,
Just a little bit.
hold in position.
Build for... We're going to pitch for 90 knots, 92 knots.
There we go.
Just until we're over Point Loma, and then we'll pitch for...
428 Lindbergh Tower, runway 27, line up away, traffic on 7 mile final, and the Grumman on the up and will be northwestbound.
We have 400, don't we?
At 400 feet, we're going to turn to 310.
So line up and wait, runway 27.
275, that is the runway heading. 400 feet, we'll make that right turn.
Hey, that's 350.
And...
400.
Foxtrot Tango, whenever you can start the right turn. Contact SoCal departure, good day.
In the turn, good day, 6 Fox Tango, thank you. Sorry about that.
Do you write code? Tab 9 will speed up your coding process. Using artificial intelligence, Tab 9 predicts your next move while
SoCal departure, number 626 Foxtrot Tango, 500 climbing 3000.
heading 310.
German 626 Foxtrot Tango took an approach to radar contact. I'm going to maintain 4,000.
Flight will maintain 4,000, 626 Fox Tango. I find in cruise, this airplane needs just a little bit of left
German
rudder.
6 Foxtrot Tango traffic, 12 to 1 o'clock, 3 miles west on 1,500 indicated.
Looking. Looking for traffic, 626 Fox Tango.
Oh, this weather's a lot nicer than last night.
Yeah, isn't it?
Alright, so airborne from San Diego Lindbergh. That was cool, wasn't it? Nice, beautiful day for it. Better than the last time we flew into San Diego. And we're heading up to Camarillo, and this route's going to take us basically up the coast of SoCal, across Los Angeles, right over the top of LAX, and then up to Van Nuys and into Camarillo, where we're going to get a bite to eat. So yeah, let's do this.
6 Foxtrot Tango, climb and maintain 6,000.
I will maintain 6,000, 6 Fox Tango.
6 Foxtrot Tango, proceed direct Oceanside VOR.
Direct Oceanside VOR, 66 Fox Tango.
Foxtrot Tango, additional traffic is just behind and to your right side. I say 3 to 4 o'clock, 2 miles. Looks like they're northwestbound 36 indicated.
We're looking at 6 Fox Tango.
That's direct to Oceanside now,
yeah?
One that just off your nose, maybe 1 o'clock, a mile westbound 48 indicated.
Alright, we'll keep him as well, 6 Fox Tango.
Got have one there just off your right.
That's so crazy.
Indicated.
Sometimes you just can't see him.
6 Foxtrot Tango, climb and maintain 5,000.
I will maintain 5,000, 6 Fox Tango.
6 Foxtrot Tango, climb and maintain 6,000.
Up to 6,000, 66 Fox Tango.
Foxtrot Tango, thanks for the traffic. Behind you is no factor, there's 66 indicated. The other aircraft's at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles westbound 49 indicated. If able, expedite through 55.
Expediting through 55, 6 Fox Tango.
Foxtrot Tango, thanks for the climb traffic, no factor. Contact approach 127.3, good day.
127.3, 66 Fox Tango, thanks.
Okay, there's 59.
Here's 173 Charlie Delta traffic, 2 o'clock, 3 miles northeastbound up, indicates
Okay, traffic here, 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know that airplane. Debonair in sight, 6 Fox Tango.
6 Foxtrot Tango, right there.
That's, I know who that guy is.
We continued our journey up the coast, making a left turn at the Oceanside VOR towards Los Angeles. Flying in California is just fantastic fun and incredibly easy compared to the UK. We were flying IFR today, meaning that we simply followed our flight plan, with ATC giving us traffic information along the way. Our route took us straight overhead some of the busiest airports in the world and gave us some incredible views too. After around an hour's flight, we began our descent over the Santa Monica Mountains into the airport at Camarillo, where we made the on-nav approach into runway 26.
Go approach, Tiger 626 Foxtrot Tango, RNAV Zulu final approach course, information X-ray 4000.
November 626 Foxtrot Tango, Magoo approach, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 26 approach.
Cleared RNAV Zulu 26 approach, 626 Foxtrot Tango.
Camarillo Tower, November 626. Oh, Tango on activity.
Grumman 626 Foxtrot Tango, Camarillo Tower, report a 4-mile final.
Report 4-mile final, 626 Foxtrot. Hi, Jackie.
Hello.
You're on video.
Famous. Grumman 6 Foxtrot Tango, runway 26, clear to land, traffic will depart prior to arrival.
Clear to land, 26, 6 Foxtrot.
The US is for sure my favourite place in the world to fly. An abundance of well-maintained, well-provisioned airports with either zero or very low landing fees for general aviation, as well as fantastic scenery and weather, making it an incredible place to fly. Going forward, I'll be doing a lot more flying in the US as well as back home in the UK. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos.
When we get down
On the agenda at Camarillo was the incredible Waypoint Cafe. All I will say is it's a good job I don't live in California, as I think I'd end up spending most of my weekends here.
So then, made it to the Waypoint Cafe in Camarillo, California, home of fantastic food, eh?
No, always.
It's good and great views out over the action here. A lovely flight up actually, wasn't it, from San Diego International?
Yeah, it was
cool,
pretty
wasn't
awesome.
it? And then over the top of LAX as well, which was sweet as well. Just a lovely day for it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought to it down in the comments, but in the meantime, as always, thanks for watching. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye for now.
The 737 MAX are back in the sky.
Hi, good morning. First time on the MAX 9 after 2 years.
Well, there's my control. If we can't control the trim on the airplane, then it's a simple fix. So
we test all the systems in the airplane.
ECAS system test, okay.
I put my family in the back of the plane. I mean, that's kind of the bottom line.
To American Maintenance Center at Tulsa.
Are really built around a chain of safety. And when the chain of safety breaks, it's up to those of us in the industry to mend it and bring it back.
How long it's taking actually each MAX to be recertified, the rework to be done here.
The interesting backstory there was a project called Project Apollo 11. So when Airbus announced the A320neo series, and then they went to Boeing and they said, what aircraft do you have?
Time will tell. MAX has a long way to prove itself.
The 737 MAX are back in the sky. I recently flew on United MAX 9 and American MAX 8. Let's check out these flights. I also spoke to the pilot flying them.
Miami, Houston today on the 737 MAX 9. First time on the MAX 9 after 2 years.
The MAX, I think, is technologically it's a fabulous airplane, and I think most pilots enjoy flying it. I know the company enjoys it because it sips fuel. So yeah, I mean, it's the most scrutinized plane ever, and they did make some changes, and we went through some additional training. But I'd put my family in the back of the plane. I mean, that's kind of the bottom line. I've always told my kids and my wife, hey, I'm coming home. And I will never take an airplane that I'm not comfortable getting on, and I certainly look at a passenger as if I'm comfortable with my family flying, then I'm comfortable for someone else flying in the back, and that's what it boils down to me. My name is Russ. This is Corey. We're flying Miami to Houston today, flight 704. We have 2 hours and 31 minutes of flying.
How high can a max go up to?
41,000.
41,000.
Today we're actually flying scheduled at 30,000 because the turbulence is above 30,000. So we're going to take a lower altitude, burn more gas, but it's better comfort-wise for passengers, well, and for us to fly at a lower altitude. The biggest change and upgrade for us is the size of the screens. So for us older people that are a vision, you know, it's great graphics, and you can change the graphics up. Here's our control panel for the instruments, and then we can switch this back and forth. For example, today I'm flying the aircraft to Houston, so I'll put all the instruments, the engine instruments, on my side. So that gives you your engine speeds, your temperatures, your fuel flow, your oil pressure, oil quantity, all these things, flap settings. So that puts it right in direct line with me as the flying pilot. Some people you can switch it back and forth. Just bigger displays, quieter cockpit. We have the control panels are different. Basically the engine fuel controls are a little bit different. These are the standard emergency cutoff switches. You know, the big talk was about the MCAS. Well, there's my control. If we can't control the trim on the airplane, then it's a simple fix. There's our controls for the runaway trim stuff. So
yeah, the Max is a great airplane. It flies really, really well. And we test this system every morning whenever we get in the airplane.
Terrain.
Get scared.
Up.
This is a test,
Obstacle.
right?
Obstacle.
Yeah,
Up. Runway. Awareness. Okay.
It's the first flight of the day for this airplane.
Airspeed. Low.
We test all the systems in the airplane. But
PCAS system test. Okay.
They have automated a lot of systems in it.
Hello.
Good morning.
How are you?
Okay, let's wear our mask on over our nose and mouth, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
We're just about ready to push off the gate for departure. 2 hours and 31 minutes of flying today. It's very windy in Miami today. We're expecting a little bit of a bumpy ride on the climb out. We've asked the flight attendants to stay seated for departure or after departure, and we do ask that you do please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
This is about my third flight on the 737 MAX. Our bins here are much larger that can hold more suitcases and in a upright manner instead of laying flat. Our galleys here are the same pretty much configurations as other 737s. In the terms of everything coming back, we have our hot and our cold beverages, sodas. We have our beer and wine and minis. And we have individual waters to hand out to our passengers. Along with our sandwiches at 2.5 hours or more, we have a vegetarian sandwich and a chicken sandwich. Select snack box for you.
Just the standard first class seats. It does have a little good recline and it slides forward, so when you recline it's actually a little bit better, and the armrest can go up, so there's a little bit extra room on the armrest. difference. I couldn't feel any difference flying on the Max before the grounding and after reactivated. Time will tell. Max has a long way to prove itself.
My American Airlines Max flight was a very short one from Orlando to Miami. In fact, the night before I had to turn down an opportunity to fly on a Falcon 900 private jets in order to fly on the Max next morning. I think I'm a little crazy. The interior American Airlines Max was underwhelming. The first class has very limited seat pitch. There was no PTV. The whole cabin looks a little bit plasticky and has this gray color feeling. Economy class at the back has very limited legroom, comparable to a low-cost airline. There was no food, no drink, no service, just sit down the whole way from Orlando to Miami. It was only a 40-minute flight. However, the scenery en route was beautiful though. I really enjoyed the takeoff, and then we flew over South Florida, see the beaches and stretch, and also flew over Fort Lauderdale International before we turned over to Miami for the landing. It was a very uneventful flight, but it was a very smooth flight. So during my stay in Miami, I met an aviation journalist, Chris Sloan, who flew on the first Max in the US after 20 minutes of grounding to American Maintenance Center at Tulsa.
We flew a day trip from the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport to Tulsa, which is the location of American Airlines, what's called the M&E base, Maintenance and Engineering. And that base also happens to be the largest private airline maintenance base in the world. And it's where the Max essentially was undergoing conversions with the new MCAS software being installed, the wiring harness corrections being made, and a number of the FAA's directives being satisfied. That was all happening in Tulsa.
Welcome aboard. This is Captain Peter Gamble. I'll be taking you up to Tulsa and back today. A little discussion on the history of aviation. I mean, it's really built around a chain of safety, and when the chain of safety breaks, it's up to those of us in the industry to mend it and bring it back. There's been many hours of men and women in the industry that have spent 20 months of making sure that the chain that was broken that resulted in some accidents has been mended. And going forward, we make that chain stronger and stronger. So Doug Parker mentioned from the beginning that this aircraft will be safe to fly when the pilots say it's safe. And we're here to make sure that is the case today.
So we all boarded. We flew 45 minutes through a pretty miserable flight just because of the weather conditions. And we were going to be taken to the maintenance base. And we were really given a pretty much all-access pass to really see what American was doing to create this level of comfort. The Chief Commercial Officer, David Seymour, told us, he said, I asked him, I said, so why are you guys in such a hurry to take a leadership position in returning the Max to service? American had 24 of them at the time of grounding. Southwest had 35. American decided to return the plane to service earlier by a number of months than either United or Southwest. And he said, we're not going to rebuild confidence in an airplane unless it's flying. It's not going to rebuild any confidence just by sitting on the ground. So they felt it very important to proactively get out there and meet the issue head on and show everybody why they're absolutely confident that the Max was ready to return to service.
So we have a program development team among our instructors, and they took all that information and they built simulations for all those items. So they actually go out and they do what's called a stall series. So they bring the airplane up to where it doesn't fly, and that's where the MCAS will start to activate. So they get to see that and they get to recover from it. So they get to see it operate so that they understand what the noises and the cockpit indications that are going on. Then we do a runaway stabilizer trim. where it runs away and they have to react to that. We have recall items which have to be committed from memory. And they do that procedure. They come back around and land. They're required to go around in the landing or before they land. So it's not always successful. So they get to see how to deal with those things and manual trimming as they're doing a go around. And then also the high angle of attack, which was a failure of the angle of attack vane. One was installed incorrectly. They believe the other one was damaged on the takeoff. Creates an unreliable airspeed. So one side of the cockpit is not indicating correctly. So there are memory items, recall items that they have to perform there.
What they'll do is if they see a difference between the two angles of attack more than 5.5 degrees or more, then they'll shut off MCAS for the duration of the flight. They also have another layer that's for if they have high angle of attack is sensed, that it'll only allow MCAS to activate one time. So MCAS is actually something that is used if there's a highway event, like a stall event or something, or approach to stall, where MCAS would activate normally. So if it is, if there were a situation where it would be activating, it only activates at one time.
I was curious how long it's taking actually each MAX to be recertified, the rework to be done here.
The software upgrade itself for the MCAS system takes approximately 6 hours from start to finish. The reactivation out of storage takes about 8 to 10 days.
Per aircraft?
Per aircraft.
And the rewiring work, is that being done by you all as well?
Done in during that time frame, yeah.
So it's 6 to 8 days?
Right.
This is going to be the beginning of a long journey. It's been a 20-month journey, but really it's just the beginning of yet another one. It's going to take 2 years to return all these MAXs to the skies. The attention to maintenance and operations is going to have to be meticulous, because even though the aircraft's been heavily scrutinized, the most scrutinized aircraft in history, every little incident, every little problem will, raise eyebrows and be heavily scrutinized itself.
The significance of the MAX was American was really the first airline to order the MAX, and back in 2011 it was 200 737 MAXs and 260 A321s, 319 320s, and that was the largest up until that point aircraft order in history for commercial airliner. The interesting backstory there was a project called Project Apollo 11, and there was a battle going between Boeing and Airbus to see who would net this order for 460 aircraft. So when Airbus announced the A320neo series, there really wasn't an answer to that on the Boeing side. So American purchased 260 neo aircraft in the 319 and 321s. And then they went to Boeing, they said, what aircraft do you have that has this kind of efficiency that, say, the neo does? At the same time, Boeing was developing a replacement for the 737. It was called Project Yellowstone. It was going to be a completely new generation NSA, new small aircraft. And so what ended up happening was, American didn't want to wait, and nor did Southwest. So they basically forced Boeing to build the MAX, and that's when American placed an order for 200 of those in 2011, and the first MAX entered service in 2017.
I agree that you won't be able to rebuild that confidence when the airplane is grounded. The airplane has to fly to prove its safety. I won't persuade you to fly on a MAX. I just want to share with you my 2 MAX flight experiences and what happened behind the scenes at American Airlines Maintenance Center. Time will tell. I think the MAX has to prove itself over time. Thanks for watching.
here in London, and today I'm taking the Eurostar across to Amsterdam from St Pancras, which is just up there. But first, I've got a bit of business to attend to and a couple of people to see. Hey mate, how you doing?
You alright, mate?
See you. Hello, good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Right.
Good. We've just been for a pint, so...
Nice. It was great to catch up with my friends and, of course, two of my favourite YouTubers, Paul Lucas and Paul Stewart. If for some crazy reason you've been living under a rock and haven't seen their channels already, check out the links in the description below. The next morning it was time to head to the station. So time to head to the station to get the Eurostar over to Amsterdam. A great night last night, catching up with my friend Paul Lucas, and great to meet Paul Stewart as well on his trip over from Australia. So it's time now to head down to St Pancras station here in London, which is where the Eurostar goes from. It's about a 20-minute walk from my place I was staying in Euston. Looking forward to getting this train today over in standard Premier over to Amsterdam from St Pancras. Isn't St Pancras just an absolutely beautiful railway station? Usually this is the last place that I am on my homeward stretch as I head back to the Midlands with East Midlands Railway, but today I'm heading the opposite way with Eurostar south into Amsterdam in Europe. St Pancras has changed a lot in the last 20 years. These platforms used to be the Midland Main Line platforms until the station was overhauled when Eurostar services moved here. My favourite part of St Pancras is this piece of artwork by the artist Tracy Emin. The words next to the big clock always symbolise to me either saying goodbye to home as I go away, or being welcomed back home after a trip away. You arrive for Eurostar services around 40 minutes to an hour ahead of departure. First up is a ticket check, followed by a quick security check. It's pretty simple and there's no need to remove liquids or electronics. After security there's two passport checks, the first by the British authorities and the second by the French to allow access to the Schengen area, which the UK isn't a part of. There is a lounge here that's accessible to passengers travelling on a business Premier ticket, but if you've not got one of those you can save your money and get something tasty from Pret for a fraction of the price. So I'm just waiting for the train now. I'm travelling today on a standard Premier ticket, which is essentially a standard ticket but just with a meal included on board, basically. There's a business Premier ticket as well that you can get, which gives you lounge access and a slightly better meal on board and flexibility. It's the main things that gives you, but for me, just a light meal's fine, and the lounge, well, for the price difference I could just get my little cup of coffee and a croissant from the Pret just in the departure lounge here. So just waiting to board, be on board in the next few minutes hopefully. Pretty soon it was time to board. Okay, just boarding the train then here in St Pancras. Better get my ticket ready actually. Eurostar use these newer E320 trains on the Amsterdam route, which are a lot more modern and spacious on board than the older trains. Right on time, we pulled out of St Pancras to head across the channel. Within a few minutes of leaving St Pancras, we were cruising through the Kent countryside at over 180 miles per hour. Thank you very much. First meal service today was a sandwich served with complimentary beer and wine, but I just took a glass of Coke. About half an hour after leaving St Pancras, we travelled the 67 miles to the UK portal of the Channel Tunnel. The Channel Tunnel is a remarkable feat of engineering. Opened in 1994, it tunnels 250 feet beneath the seabed of the English Channel. Through the tunnel, it takes just 20 minutes to cross the 31 miles to mainland Europe. I still genuinely find it incredible that thanks to the tunnel, human ingenuity and friendship between nations, our little island is now connected physically to the rest of Europe, and despite the best efforts of politicians, we're closer than ever to our European neighbours. In no time at all, we emerged from the tunnel in northern France. First stop in France was Lille, Europe, close to the border with Belgium. After Lille, we crossed our second international border into Belgium, ahead of our second stop of the day, Brussels Midi. At Brussels there's a crew change, but before long we were off again, cruising through the Belgian countryside. We passed Brussels airport as we headed towards the Netherlands. There was a further snack service after Brussels, and I took a beer and a snack box, which the train manager referred to as a 3-course meal in a box. It didn't quite live up to those expectations, but still I admired his efforts anyway.
Quality writing makes your schoolwork better. Meet Grammarly.
We were soon slowing down for our final stop, Rotterdam in the Netherlands. Many of the passengers got off the train here, and I wondered quite what the appeal of Rotterdam was compared to all the other stops on the route.
Dames en heren, wij komen aan in Rotterdam Centraal. In 8 of 9. Switch to the 8, platform 8 or 9. Les trains pour la est, soit 8 ou 9.
So we're now in the Netherlands. We've just left Rotterdam in the Netherlands, but Amsterdam coming up soon in about another hour or so. This is probably the fastest bit of track now. We're going really quick. I'm enjoying it so far. It's really nice, really relaxing. I think I could be squeezed into the back of an A320 by now up in the sky, but instead I'm sitting here chilling, relaxing, a couple of beers, and it's really nice. So the train's got a little bit quieter now. Let's take a little bit of a look around the seat here in the business premier coach, but I'm only travelling in standard premier. It's the same seats regardless of whether you get standard premier or business premier, and it's pretty comfortable. Quite a lot of leg room. See, there's a table seat over there. The table kind of pops out a little bit like this. It makes a nice big table for you. It's quite nice. Down the side here, there is a light switch for the lights, which is just up there. Quite cool. Armrest lifts up, and underneath it we have a power socket and a USB charging port as well. That's a British plug. I've noticed that over there on the other side they've got some European plugs as well, so you're never going to be too far from a power socket that you can actually use. It's pretty good, pretty decent. Nice big windows, coat hooks up there and everything. One thing I really like about taking the train rather than taking the plane is that on your phone you retain a full 4G phone signal the whole way, even in the Channel Tunnel. Right underneath the bed of the English Channel there is 4G signal because Eurostar have installed mobile access points down there, so you still get mobile phone and mobile data coverage while you're down underneath the English Channel. It's pretty cool, really. There's also Wi-Fi on board the train as well, which is pretty nice. Seems to work alright. It's a little bit on the slow side, but a lot of the time I can get a signal on there when I lose signal in the middle of nowhere on the train. That's quite good. So we're just now about 40 minutes out of Amsterdam Central Station now, and I'm enjoying this a lot. It's really good.
You're a superhero, though. You probably do awesome stuff like this all the time. Oh, not exactly like this.
After Rotterdam, we cruise across the Netherlands at 186 miles per hour. The Eurostar E320 train has a top speed of 200 miles per hour, but they're limited to 186, which is about 300 kilometers per hour. We stopped briefly at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, where we were held by a signal. The Eurostar doesn't serve Schiphol, however, so even though I had a connecting flight from the airport, I had to continue to Amsterdam Central before getting a local train back to the airport. It would be great if Eurostar served Schiphol and would allow some great onward connectivity by air. Schiphol is just a short journey into the centre of Amsterdam. I found it incredible to be able to get a direct train from London to the centre of Amsterdam right across the North Sea from the UK. It really goes to show just how close we in the UK are to the rest of Europe, and serves as a great example of what we can do when we all work together.
Dames en heren, over 5 minuten komen we aan in Amsterdam Centraal, eindbestemming van onze trein. Parc choisi Eurostar. Encore une bonne soirée.
So here we are in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Pretty cool that this train has just taken us in 3.5 hours from London right the way across the other side of the North Sea to here in the Netherlands. Brilliant ride over with Eurostar, quite enjoyed that. I need to get to Schiphol Airport now. Interestingly, originally I had a flight booked out of Manchester to Amsterdam with EasyJet today, and that I changed when I figured out I was going to be meeting with the Pauls down in London, and I've just had a text to say that that flight is now running about 2 hours late, so it would have made me miss my connection in Schiphol. So quite fortunate that I took the Eurostar instead of the EasyJet flight over from Manchester. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think to Eurostar.
2653, please expedite your climb to flight level 330. Southwest 2653, contact Houston Center on 120.4.
Going to 120.4 Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653 is climbing through 17,000 feet for flight level 330.
Southwest 2653, Houston Center, continue to coast as planned. Altimeter 29.88. Southwest 2653, please expedite your climb to flight level 330. Generic 9er Charlie Delta, contact Houston Center on 132.15. .15 generic 9er Charlie Delta.
Houston Center Southwest 2653. Cancel IFR at this time.
Southwest 2653 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Houston Center Southwest 2653 is type Boeing 5 miles southwest of Tango Alpha 17. Request flight following.
Southwest 2653 Houston Center. Squawk 7033.
Squawk 7033 Southwest 2653.
Southwest 2653 radar contact 4 miles south of Tango Alpha 17, 13,500 feet. Altimeter 29.87.
Copy Southwest 2653. Houston Tower Southwest 2653 is 14 miles west with Yankee to land.
SkyWest Flight 580 contact ground on 121.7. Southwest 2653 Houston Tower. Fly straight in runway 8 right. Altimeter 29.91 wind 157 at 14.
Make straight in runway 8 right southwest 2653.
.7 for SkyWest Flight 580. Southwest 2653 cleared to land runway 8 right. Wind 157 at 14.
Clear to land runway 8 right southwest 2653.
Southwest 2653 exit runway when able. Southwest 2653 contact ground on 118.575.
Going to 118.575 southwest 2653. inbound Southwest 2653 with Yankee request taxi to the active straight out departure.
Southwest 2653 taxi to and hold short of runway 8 right using taxiway November Bravo, November Foxtrot, November Alpha, November Echo. Contact tower on 135.15 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 8 right via taxiway November Bravo, November Foxtrot, November Alpha, November Echo Southwest 2653. Air Shuttle 6042, contact Houston departure on 119.7.
Going to 119.7 Air Shuttle 6042.
Houston Tower Southwest 2653 ready for east departure at runway 8 right. Southwest 2653 cleared for takeoff runway 8 right departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 8 right Southwest 2653.
Southwest 2653, continue for east departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace. Houston Tower Southwest 2653, continue for east departure. Southwest 2653, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Houston Tower Southwest 2653, frequency change. Houston approach Southwest 2653 is type Boeing 5 miles east of Houston 2,500 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Southwest 2653, Houston approach. Squawk 0124. Squawk 0124 Southwest 2653. Southwest 2653 radar contact 8 miles east of Houston, 3,700 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Southwest 2653. Southwest 2653, contact Houston approach on 134.45. 134.45 for Southwest 2653. Houston approach Southwest 2653, 5,500 feet. Southwest 2653, Houston approach. Continue to Kapal as planned. Altimeter 29.90. Southwest 2653, you are leaving my airspace. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653 is type Boeing 2 miles northeast at 49er Tango Alpha. Request flight following.
Southwest 2653 Houston Center. Squawk 1437.
Squawk 1437 Southwest 2653.
Southwest 2653 radar contact 4 miles south of Tree Tango Echo 110,500 feet. Altimeter 29.90.
Copy Southwest 2653.
Southwest 2653 traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at 12,300 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Southwest 2653 have the generic in sight.
Houston Center Air Shuttle 6073 is out of 10,800 feet for 10,000 feet. Air Shuttle 6073 Houston Center continue to GUSHR as planned. Altimeter 29.90. Southwest 2653 contact Houston Center on 133.8. Air Shuttle 6073 contact Houston approach on 120.05. United 557, contact Houston Center on 1338. United 2009er, contact Houston Center on 133.8.
Going to 133.8 Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653, 16,200 feet.
Southwest 2653, Houston Center, continue to Kappa as planned. Altimeter 29.91.
Houston Center, United 2009er, is out of flight level 185 for 10,000 feet.
United 2009er, Houston Center, continue as planned.
Houston Center, United 557 is at 17,000 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
United 557, Houston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.91.
Houston Center Southwest 2621 is out of 17,200 feet for 10,000 feet.
Southwest 2621, Houston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.91. Houston Center, Cessna November 21180 is at 7,100 feet, climbing 10,000 feet. Cessna November 21180, Houston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92. Houston Center, United 1237 is at 17,800 feet, descending 10,000 feet. United 1237, Houston Center, continue as planned.
Houston Center Air Shuttle 6140 is at 14,000 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
Air Shuttle 6140, Houston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92. Southwest 2653 traffic is 5 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 205 generic. Report them in sight. Southwest 2621 traffic is 11 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 225 Boeing. Report them in sight.
Southwest 2653 have the generic in sight. Southwest 2621 have the Boeing in sight.
Houston Center Air Shuttle 6306 is out of 12,900 feet for 10,000 feet. Air Shuttle 6306 Houston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92. Southwest 1288, you are 72 miles east. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 13 right approach.
Houston Center Southwest 26537 7 miles east of 5 X-ray Sierra Tree, request IFR to Miami, ready to copy.
Southwest 2653 is cleared to Miami Airport as filed. Squawk 1437.
Southwest 2653 cleared to Miami Airport as filed. Squawk 1437.
Southwest 2653, read back correct. Radar contact flight level 250. Continue to Pekin turning and following heading 090. Proceed on course climb and maintain flight level 310.
Continue to Pecan turning and following heading 090. Proceed on course climb and maintain flight level 310 Southwest 2653. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect vectors ALS runway 13 right approach Southwest 1288.
Southwest 1288, contact Houston Center on 133.4.
Going to 133.4 Southwest 1288.
United 2009, contact Houston Center on 124.7.
United 2009.
Houston Center Commute Air 4356 is out at flight level 200 for 10,000 feet. United 557, contact Houston Center on 124.7. Commute Air 4356, Houston Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, contact Houston Center on 124.7. Southwest 2621, contact Houston Center on 124.7.
Going to 124.7 United 557. 124.7 for Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653 is out of flight level 315 for flight level 310.
Southwest 2653, Houston Center, continue to Pekin as planned.
Houston Center Southwest 2621 is at flight level 320 descending 10,000 feet.
Southwest 2621, Houston Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Houston Center, United United 1237 is out of flight level 29er 5410,000 feet. United 1237 Houston Center, continue as planned. Generic 7 Juliet Sierra, contact Houston Center on 133.8.
Going to 133.8, generic 7 Juliet Sierra.
Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310.
Houston Center Air Shuttle 6140 is out of flight level 260 for 10,000 feet.
Air Shuttle 6140 Houston Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310.
Houston Center JetBlue 1381 is at flight level 340, descending 10,000 feet.
Generic 3 Juliet Charlie, contact Houston Center on 133.8. JetBlue 1381 Houston Center, continue as planned. United 2009er, contact Houston Center on 120.35. Commutair 4322, contact Houston Center on 133.8.
.35, United 2009er.
Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. 133.8 for Commutair 4322. Going to 133.8, generic 3 Juliet Charlie. Southwest 2653, contact Houston Center on 120.35.
Going to 120.35, Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653 is out of flight level 330 for flight level 310. Southwest 2653 Houston Center, continue as planned. Shuttle 6088, contact Houston Center on 124.7.
Houston Center, United 1237 is out of flight level 350 for 10,000 feet.
United 1237 Houston Center, continue as planned. 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. 124.7 for Air Shuttle 6088. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Brickyard 4805, contact Houston Center on 124.7.
.7 for Brickyard 4805.
Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310.
Houston Center United 443 is at flight level 340, descending 10,000 feet.
United 443 Houston Center, continue as planned. United 2009er, contact Houston Center on 126.35. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310.
Houston Center, generic November Alpha Sierra Alpha 2 is out of flight level 390 for 12,000 feet.
Generic November Alpha Sierra Alpha to Houston Center, continue as planned. Generic Sierra Alpha 2 traffic is 2 o'clock 2 miles at flight level 370 generic. Report them in sight. Houston Center Commute Air 3280 is out of flight level 320 for 10,000 feet. Commute Air 3280 Houston Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. United 1237 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 340 generic. Report them in sight. 126.35 for United 2009er.
Generic Sierra Alpha 2 have the generic insight. United 1237 traffic in sight.
Southwest 2653, contact Houston Center on 126.35. 126.35, Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653 is out of flight level 330 for flight level 310. United 353, contact Houston Center on 120.35. Southwest 2653 Houston Center, continue as planned.
120.35 United 353. Houston Center, United 1237 is out of flight level 370 for 10,000 feet.
United 1237 Houston Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Commuter 49er 63, contact Houston Center on 120.35.
Going to 120.35 Commuter 49er 63.
Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. United 2009er, contact Houston Center on 132.65. .65 for United 2009er. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Southwest 2653, contact Houston Center on 132.65. 132.65 for Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653 is at flight level 330, descending flight level 310.
Southwest 2653 Houston Center, continue as planned.
Houston Center Southwest 2653. Request flight level 410.
Southwest 2653, descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 410.
Descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 410 Southwest 2653.
Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. United 1237 Houston Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310.
Center Southwest 2653. Request flight level 430.
Southwest 2653, descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 430.
Descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 430 Southwest 2653.
United 2009er, contact Houston Center on 134.9er. Houston Center, United 1604 is at flight level 370, descending 10,000 feet. United 1604 Houston Center, continue as planned.
.9er for United 2009er.
Houston Center, Spirit Wind 733 is out of flight level 340 for 10,000 feet. Spirit Wind 733 Houston Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, contact Houston Center on 134.9er.
One 4.9er, Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653 is at flight level 330, descending flight level 310.
Southwest 2653 Houston Center, continue to BLVNS as planned.
Houston Center Southwest 2653. Request flight level 330.
Southwest 2653, descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 330.
Descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 330 Southwest 2653.
2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Houston Center, United 1237 is at flight level 370, descending 10,000 feet. United 1237, Houston Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Generic 6 Quebec Sierra traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 410 generic. Report them in sight. ExitJet 7904 traffic is 4 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 400 generic. Report them in sight. Generic 6 Quebec Sierra, have the traffic. Executive 7904 traffic in sight. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310.
Center Southwest 2653 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Southwest 2653, continue to be LVNS turning and following heading 0905, resume on navigation.
Continue to be LVNS turning and following heading 0905, proceed on course Southwest 2653.
United 1237 traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 410 generic. Report them in sight. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. United 1237 traffic alert. 6 o'clock less than 1 mile flight level 410 generic. Report them in sight. United 1237 traffic in sight. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Southwest 2634, contact Houston Center on 127.65. United 2009er traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 340 generic. Report them in sight. United 2423 traffic is 3 o'clock 2 miles at flight level 370 generic. Report them in sight. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310.
United 2423, have the traffic.
Exejet 7904, contact Houston Center on 127.65. United 2009er, contact Houston Center on 127.65. 127.65 for Executive 7904.
.65 for United 2009er.
Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. United 1237, have the traffic.
United 2423, have the traffic.
Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. Southwest 2653, contact Houston Center on 127.65.
going to 127.65, Southwest 2653. Houston Center Southwest 2653 is at flight level 330, descending flight level 310. Southwest 2653 Houston Center, continue to be LVNS as planned. United 2009er, contact Jacksonville Center on 134.15. Southwest 2653, contact Jacksonville Center on 134.15.
Houston Center, United 1237 is out of flight level 370 for 10,000 feet.
United 1237 Houston Center, continue as planned. 134.15, Southwest 2653. Jacksonville Center Southwest 2653 is at flight level 330, descending flight level 310. Southwest 2653 Jacksonville Center, continue to be UNNZ as planned. Jacksonville Center, United 2009er, is out of flight level 370 for 10,000 feet. United 2009er Jacksonville Center, continue as planned. Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310.
Jacksonville Center, United 1237 is out of flight level 370 for 10,000 feet.
Southwest 2653, please expedite your descent to flight level 310. United 1237 Jacksonville Center, continue as planned. United 354 traffic is 6 o'clock 1 mile to flight level 380 generic. Report them in sight.
United 354 traffic in sight.
Generic Lima Alpha, Echo 181412 miles, west inbound ILS runway 12 approach. Generic Lima Alpha, Echo 1814 Miami Tower. Cleared ILS, runway 12 approach. Altimeter tree, 0.18 wind 126 at 22. Cleared ILS runway 12 approach, generic 814. Generic 814 cleared to land runway 12. Follow the aircraft on short final. Wind 126 at 22. Cleared to land runway 12 generic 814. Southwest 2653, turn next taxiway. Southwest 2653, contact ground on 121.8. Going to 121.8 Southwest 2653. Miami ground Southwest 2653, request taxi to the gate. Southwest 2653 taxi to gate 9er, 1 via taxiway Juliet, Quebec, Zulu November 10 Delta. Taxiing to gate 9er 1 using taxiway Juliet, Quebec, Zulu November 10 Delta Southwest 2653.